All right, we're going to start by sitting up nice and straight in our seat. We want to begin to just notice the way our body feels here in the present moment. And you're just noticing the parts of your body, becoming aware where they connect. Notice where maybe you're feeling tension or maybe the absence of tension. That's also something positive to maybe notice. If you like, take a few breaths as you close your eyes. Start to just gauge your feet, making sure that they're hips width apart. You can take your two fists, press them together, and hug the inner arches of your knees around your fist. Allow your knee to stack on top of your ankle. Continue to sit up nice and straight. Allow for your belly to tuck inward. Nice posture. And breathe. One more breath. And slowly we're going to drop our hands down by our sides. And just notice the way the weight falls down the arms, into the shoulders, down the shoulders, into the elbows, from the elbows, down into the wrists and into the fingertips. And then slowly inhale, reach the arms up overhead into mountain pose. Roll the shoulders away from the ears, take the chin up, gaze is up if you can do it. Back bend slightly, or at least lift up your rib cage in towards your chest body. And just pause here for a moment. It's our first mountain pose of the practice. And exhale and bring the hands down by the side. Let's do that 3 more times. Match the breath with the movement though. Instead of pausing too long, once you get up to the top, then bring the arms down, just getting them nice and stretched, matching the breath with the movement. And the last one. Bring your hands to your thighs and just pause for a moment. Take the chin, drop it into your chest. You're going to bring your right ear to your right shoulder. And just let it sit there. Chin back into the chest. Left ear to the left shoulder. Chin back into the chest. Right ear, right shoulder, and just pause. If you like to drop your left hand down, you can do so. Just relaxing it down, letting it fall away from your ear. Bring that left hand back onto your thigh, chin back to the chest. Left ear to the left shoulder. Drop your right hand down by your side, relax. Really let the weight just fall down the right arm, fingertips are loose. Bring your hand back to your thigh, take the chin back to your chest. You're going to press the belly forward, lift the heart up. And then exhale, pull back, tuck the belly in, chin to the chest. Up we go. And then tuck back in. All right, we'll come back to center. And just breathe. We're going to go in for some head rolls. So take the chin and just roll it back and forth, left to right. And then you can add in a full 360 and try to do at least 2 of these going to the left and then 2 going to the right. And pause. Arms rise, reach up, overhead. Let's go for our first flow of the class. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And just pause for a second. Exhale all the stale air out of your lungs. Just pause and be still here. Let the chin come to the chest. Slowly half lift, flat back, and then just pause and hold it here. Wrapping your belly around your back. Really tuck in your sits bone into the ground, grounding in, allowing the chest to prop up, lifting away from the rib cage. And then on the exhale, slowly lower back down, chin to the chest, belly to the thighs. Slowly inhale, lift up, reaching up overhead. Hands as high, and then bring the hands down through heart center. And then let's set an intention for the rest of this class. Can go ahead and allow that intention to be anything that you wish. And some suggestions are things such as self-love and gratitude, or just this ability to put your best effort forward with each breath, each pose, regardless of how you feel. You're going to take your fingertips and press them towards the heart. And then on the exhale, we'll press it down so that the fingertips are now pointing towards the ground. Inhale, we put them back up, hands towards the heart. Exhale, back down. Beautiful. All right, drop the hands by the side and then shake it out. Okay, good job, good job. All right, let's bring our arms right in front of us. Roll the shoulders back away from the ears. Take the right fingertips, wiggle the right fingertips, and then sky flip the hand. Take the left, pop it underneath, and then pull back. Just start to breathe in and out. And when you're ready, you can start to rotate each finger all the way until you get to the thumb. And then pull back on the full hand. And then rotate that hand down. Exhale. Relax the arms. Continue to make sure you're propped up right. Okay, so that navel reaches up, the rib cage extends up. Inhale, arms come out in front of you, roll the shoulders away from the ears. Take the left hand, sky flip the left hand. You can wiggle the fingertips on the left side. Take the right hand, pop it underneath, and then pull back. And then start to rotate each finger. And pull the hand back all the way. And then rotate it down. Good job. All right. Let's go ahead and bring the hands overhead. This time interlace the fingers and then press the palms up towards the ceiling. Roll the shoulders back away from the ears. Lift up through the pelvic bowl area. And then we're going to lean over to the left. Look up to the right. So you're looking up in the inside of your elbow. Come back to center. Then we're going to lean over to our right and look up to the left. All right, come back to center. Good job. And come down. Bring the hands behind you. Interlace the fingers. Press the shoulders away from the body. Take the shoulder blades, kind of press them together, and then pull down on those fingertips. And then let go. Awesome. Awesome. Good job. All right. Good job. Let's breathe in and breathe out. And just take a breath. All right. We're going to take our hands and we're going to just take our body and we're going to look over towards the right side. You're just crossing your left hand over to the leg, bringing your right hand to the chair, whether you place it up on the top of the rung or the bottom. It's okay, either way. And just kind of pause and hold it and breathe. All right, come back to center. Let's go over to the other side. This time we're going to be looking over to the left, taking our right hand, crossing it over, finding a home for the left hand, and just begin to breathe. Come back to center. Bring the hands to heart center and breathe. Good job. All right, bring the hands to the tops of the thighs. You're going to press the belly forward, lift the chest up, and then just take the gaze up. So it's going to be coming into our cat-cow pose, but we're just going to start out gently, just a tilt, bringing the belly up, lifting the chest up, heart is up, chin is up. Pull back, tuck the belly in, chin to the chest. Forward we go again, chin is up. Take a few breaths. When you feel as though you're find the rhythm, right? One breath, one movement, you can start to just fluctuate your belly in and out. Use the core to help you lift up through your core, lifting up your heart and then tucking in. This helps when it matches your breath. And you kind of find your own rhythm for your cat-cow. All right, relax those shoulders. Try not to have them too tense. And you decide on how you want to, how deep you want to go with your pose. Every pose is your choice. You decide on how deep and how you want to move the breath. All right, come back to center. Let's go through a flow. We're actually going to do 3 flows. So let's go through a flow. Arms rise, reach up, lift up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise. Look up high overhead. And then exhale, bring the hands down to the thighs. Okay, pause for a moment. And let's do that again. All right, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Great job. All right, last one, make it your own. Arms are overhead, hands come down to the forward fold. A half lift, flat back, forward fold, mountain pose. Hands come down through heart center or by the side, and then they relax on the thighs. Good job. Bring the hands back to heart center. Make one strong leg. So bring both legs together, thighs come together, knees come together, and feet press together on the ground. Okay. Take the left elbow, wiggle the left elbow, and I want you to just bring it down straight center. Look over towards the right. Come back to center, pivoting the belly, and then do this on the other side, looking over to the left, bringing the right elbow straight center down the line. Coming back to center, and then over to the right, and then find a home for your elbow. Okay, so wherever your left elbow goes, you just want to make sure that you put it on the left or the right thigh, or you hook it over. It's fine. You just don't want to bring it down that middle part of where your thighs connect, because that's just going to pop open your thighs. You want to try to keep the leg together by pressing your feet into the ground and keeping that gap between your thighs closed. And look up and gaze up. You want to try to keep the gaze up if possible to keep your neck from crunching. One more breath and then come up, continuing to look over to the right side. And then again, gently on your exhale, pivot back to the center. All right, we're going to go over to the left this time and do it. So get yourself ready. Look over towards the left. Take that right elbow and find a home for it on your thighs. Remember, you're making a choice, right or left. And then gaze is up, looking up over that left shoulder. And breathe. All right, come back to center. Bring your hands to heart center. Continue to look forward. And breathe. Okay, toe heel the feet apart, coming back into let's toe heel the feet wide and then come down, lean forward, press your elbows to the inside of your knees, and then press your knees into the inside of your elbows, keeping your hand pressed together. Open legs. So you're stretching the inner thighs, breathing in and out. One more breath. Take the hands and bring them to the top of the thighs. Bring the chest forward and then pop up just like you do in with your back curved when you do the scared cat in the cat-cow position. And then lean forward, pressing the heart forward, and then pull back. One more time. And then pull back. All right. We're going to take our forearm and we're going to bring our left forearm down to our left thigh. We're going to take the gaze up and look up. You can open up your right thigh as far as you like. Okay. If you want to, it's like a side angle, right? So if you want to open up your right leg more so that it's facing towards the wall, you can. But if you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can find the range for your legs so that you get the best stretch on your rib cage. Okay. I'm going to open up just because I like my side angle to kind of be open. I like to have more space to stretch my inner thigh, but you can do it as it works best for you. But just make sure you're looking up over that right hand. All right. Bring the arm down. Toe heel the foot back into that open leg position, but you're going to toe heel it in a little bit and then lean over so that you can rest your right arm on top of your right thigh. Then take the other arm up. All right. Find a home for your leg, side angle on the left side. You're really just stretching out the rib cage, stretching away from your hip. Okay. And then bring the arm down. So heel the feet back into that open leg position, but you're right back to where we started when we opened our thighs. Okay. Take your hands, drop them down so that the elbows are on the inside of the legs. Wrap your fingertips, your right fingertips around your right ankle, You're going to shift your weight into the right side and then lift up on the left. All right. You're kind of just did this in the side angle, but now you've changed the position a little bit. All right. Bring that left hand down, wrap it around the ankle, and this time shift the weight over to the left, and then bring the right hand up. All right. Then bring the hand down. And then slowly walk your hands back up your thighs, belly, head, and then chest. Now we're going to toe heel those feet together. Good job. Arms rise, reach up, lift up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, come around and scoop up on that right thigh, right knee, so that the thigh is lifted off the chair. Okay, your toe is dangling or your toe is on the ground, but your heel is up. All right, breathe in and breathe out. And if it's in your wheelhouse, try to use the core strength to help you lift up your leg so that your knee comes towards the inside of your arm. And then on the exhale, fingertips, hold the weight. It's like your cat-cow, but this time you have this resistance that's pulling the inner back apart so that your shoulder blades get a nice stretch. Squeeze the core, come back up. And then exhale the hand and bring the foot back down. Good job. All right, we're going to lift those arms up again. And then we're going to come on to the other side. Wrap the fingertips around the left knee. All right, let those toes dangle a little bit. And just pause for a second. Get your balance, find your place. All right, breathe in and breathe out. You're going to already start to feel the way the resistance feels. And then slowly squeeze your core and start to lift up, bringing your knee to the inner arm. And then exhale, let go. All right, and bring the toe down to the ground. Good job. Yes. All right, let's go through a flow. Arms rise, reach up, lift up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise. And hands come to the chair. Good job. Good job. Breathing in and breathing out. All right. We're going to do some leg stretches, and then we're going to do some more kind of a combo stretch between the upper and the lower body, and then we'll do some standing. Okay. So take the right foot, kick it out in front of you, take the toes, let them wave hello. Then take the left foot, cross it on top. Continue to sit up nice and tall, and then lean forward. Slowly lift up, rise up. Continue to keep the legs crossed just for a moment. Let the arms dangle. Roll the shoulders back away from the ears. Soften the knees, soften the ankles, and just sit there for a second. Take about 2 belly breaths, meaning that you allow that breath to be deep, and then unwind the legs. Good job. Let's go to the other side. So kick out the left leg first, then take the right and cross it on top. Let the hands drop down. Lean forward. And breathe. Go to that place that you feel as though that you can get that nice stretch. Slowly come up, belly, chest, and then head. Roll those shoulders back and just pause. Big belly breaths in and out. All right. Bring the feet back. Arms rise, reach up, lift up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms lift. Roll to bring the arms around. Lift up. And if you can bring the leg to the top of the thigh, that's what we're going to do. Even if it looks a little wonky, you can always revert back to the pose that we just did. All right. But we're going to try to incorporate some stuff here. All right. So lean forward and back just to kind of loosen the space up, loosening the hip, kind of leaning back and forth. All right. Good job. All right. We're gonna take our hand. Let's go like this actually. We're gonna take our right hand and then lift up on our left. Bring the hand down, left hand grips on to the chair, and then we'll come over to the right. All right, let's do the other side again. You're going to notice one side doesn't go as far as the other, and that's okay, but you're just really trying to stretch out that side body. Good job. All right, so we're going to lean forward. Only go as far as you can go. Now, if you just want to stay here, that's fine. You don't have to go any further. But if it's in your practice, you can bring your forearms down to your leg, chin to the chest. And if you even want to go further, you can drop the hands over. All right, so you find your place. I'm going to go somewhere in between. And use your breath. Use your breath. You move your legs around as much as you need to until you find a little bit of peace. This is going to set us up for the next part. Come up, bring the arms up overhead high. We're going to pivot our bodies, looking over to the right, and then pivot our body, look over to the left, pivot our body back to the right, and then drop the hands to the outside of the right body. So now your left arm is crossed over, just like when we're sitting down and both our feet are on the ground. And if you feel like this is a lot for you, you can always come back into that pose where you drop your right foot down and you're just in the chair like you're sitting there and you're looking over towards the right. All right. But if you want to have this extra more advanced position in part of your practice, you can. It gives you a different feeling. You still have to sit up really, really tall. You still have to kind of look over towards your shoulder on the right side. So it's the same principles. And breathe. All right, back to center we go. Take the knee, bring it up towards the inner arm. And then exhale, bring the foot down to the ground. Good job. All right. I want you to wind that ankle around just a little bit. We just put it to work. We put that whole right side to work. Let's bring our arms up overhead, high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And then come up, mountain pose, and then come to sitting. Hold on and hold that pose. I need to go get my charger. Here we go. Go get my charger. Sorry. Continue to breathe. We're going to come over to the other side. All right. And the way we're going to do that, again, we're going to take our hands, lift them up overhead high, scoop up on the right leg. Scoop up on the left leg. All right. Bring the leg up so that it rests on the right thigh, right? Again, leaning back and forth, kind of squirming a little bit till you get into the pose. So you feel like you got it. All right. And then when you feel as though that you are comfortable, you can start to lean forward just a little bit. If you want to come down into your other positions that are more advanced, you can. That's the forearm or dropping the hands over the legs. And breathe. Slowly come up, belly, chest, and then head. All right. Take your hand. We're going to start off. Take your right hand, bring it to the chair, lift up on your left. And come back to center. Do it on the other side. Really get that nice stretch. Let's do it again. One for one. All right, good job. Then breathe. All right, I'm going to take our hands overhead. We're going to start out by looking over to the right, and then come back to center. And then we're going to look over to the left. And we're going to take our gaze so that we're trying to look over that left shoulder. All right. You can always unwind the leg and just in a seated position. If you feel like it's too much, you can come back to that base position and do it. Otherwise, continue in the advanced with a seated pigeon. All right, we come back to center. All right, bring those arms up high overhead. Wrap those fingertips around the foot and just kind of rotate the foot and ankle a few times. Bring the feet down to the ground. Arms rise, reach up, lift up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, those arms go up high, high, high. Maybe reach like your mountain, climb and reach for the mountain. Really stretch up out of your back. And then bring those hands down by the side and shake it out. Good job. All right, slowly we're going to come to standing poses. So take your time as you come up, come to standing. All right, you're going to come either behind or on the side of your chair. I'm going to come on the side of my chair just so that you can see me. All right, let me come over here just a little bit more. All right, take your time, soften the knees. Yeah, there you go. Breathing in and breathing out. Good job. We're going to take our right foot, kick it up, just kind of kick it like we're kicking a soccer ball underneath, squeeze the core, squeeze the glutes. All right. Good job. Shake it out again. Come to the other side of your chair or just go and make sure you place your weight on the left so that when you kick up now on the right, you're prepared, okay? So we'll lift up on that right foot, come down. All right, come back to center. All right. We're going to start out by letting the weight fall into the right foot and coming into our tree pose. So we have 3 different modifications for tree, or 3 different places or stages that you can go to. Soften the knee. Make sure that that right knee is soft to start out. You can take the heel and place it right above the ankle, or you can place it in between on the foreleg or on the thigh. Breathe in and breathe out. And if you like, you can add your hands to find a home. Okay, maybe even place a hand on your heart. Tuck that belly in just a little bit. Sit up a little bit taller. All right, we're going to bring that foot down and then shake it out or bounce it out. Come on over to the other side and let's do the same thing. Again, balance is great for our body, right? It actually takes care of everything. So let that weight fall into your feet. We're going to start out taking that right foot and bringing that heel, maybe just right above the ankle, in the inside or on the inner thigh. Just breathe. You like to add your arms and think about them being like branches. Okay, maybe place a hand on your heart. And just feel a sense of balance and peace and wherever you are in your pose or in your practice. Okay, the beauty of tree pose is that you can be wobbly. All right, bring your foot back down and shake it out again. All right, we're going to come behind our chair this time and let's take a step back, just like one step. Bring our forehead to our forearms and rest them on the top of the chair. And this would be like our downward facing dog. You can start to just roll the hips to the left and to the right. If you want to bring your hands down to the second rung, you can. Or you can keep it right here. It's up to you. That's if that is even an option for you with your chair. You can always come around and if it is advanced for you and you know that this is exactly what you want to do for your practice, you can always take the chair and flip it towards you, and then you can do your downward dog like that. Okay. For those who don't really want to go that far, this is why we stay on the top of the chair. All right. And then when you find peace, just soften the knees and be still. Take a few breaths in and out. Try to lift those hips up towards the ceiling. Like imagine that there's like a balloon on your hips and they're going up towards the ceiling and pulling away from your rib cage. So your pelvic bowl is getting space. You're decompressing your spine, your rib cage, having some space in between your vertebrae. Slowly take your hands, come back up. There we go. Good job. All right. So we're going to take our right foot. We're going to bring it behind us. Take our left, sit our knee right on top of the ankle. So right foot is behind us. Left knee is in front of us. All right. You're going to have both your hands on the top of the chair. I just wanted you to see the way we're spreading our legs. We're going to come into our warrior one. Make sure that your right foot is at a 45-degree angle. And then you square your hips so that they're in alignment with the chair in front of you. Now you can keep both hands here on the chair, or you can lift up on one hand or both. If you're going to lift up on one hand, choose the right, because the right leg is already behind you and you get more space. If you want to lift up on both, this is what it looks like. And if you don't want to lift up on any hands, you just keep both your hands on the chair. So there are definitely modifications for you. Take about another breath. Think about being a strong warrior here, pressing into the outer rims of the foot, lifting up through the legs, squeezing the core, squeezing the glutes. All right, we're going to take our hand. This time, be intentional. We're actually going to lift up on our right hand because we're going to open up into a warrior two, keeping our left hand on the chair. You can change the range of your legs as you wish. All right. If you want to bring both hands out, this is what it looks like. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and out. All right. We're going to lean forward, leaning our shoulder blade, our left shoulder blade forward. And then we reverse back, taking our right hand and bringing it to the thigh. Now, if you want to lift up, this is what the reverse warrior looks like. If you don't have any hands on the chair, the modification is fingertips. You still want to have that nice bit of space so that you're stretching out the shoulder and bringing your head away from the shoulder. Come back into warrior two, you nice, strong warrior two. Pivot the body around, back into warrior one. So we're like cartwheeling our body. Both hands come back to the chair, take the right foot, bring it up to the left. Soften those knees, and then come back into that downward dog again. And you're just taking a breather from one side to the other. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the breath, no force. Slowly start to walk back up. Yep, one breath at a time, walk back up. Take one breath at a time and walk back up. Breathing in and breathing out. Now we're going to take our left foot, bring it behind us. Right knee is going to be stacked on top of the right ankle. Pressing into the outer rim of the foot. We're going to square our hips with the chair in front of us, sit a little bit lower. And breathe. All right, if you like to take your left hand and lift it up, you can. If you want to do your warrior like that, you do want to square those hips, bump that right hip back, bring that left hip forward. You want to keep both hands here, you can, or you can lift up on both of them. Okay, so find your pose, and then we're going to open up into warrior two. Breathing in and out, think of a nice sharp sword. So when your fingertips come out into your warrior two, you have a nice sharp body. Your arms are extended into the fingertips. Then you're going to come into that reverse warrior. But first, what we do is we lean that right shoulder down, and then we pull back and bring our left hand down to our left thigh. We can keep our right fingertips on the chair, or we can lift up. But either case, we want to make sure that we're pulling our neck away from our shoulder here. And pulling our neck away from the right fingertips. Back into warrior two. Pivot around, back into warrior one. Take both feet, bring them back up. We're meeting once again in mountain pose. And pause for a moment. And soften those knees. Bring both feet back, coming back into our downward dog. Last downward dog of the class. We're going to take one more step back this time. So from our downward dog, we're going to come into a tabletop position, bringing our hands to the top of the chair, relaxing the knees, relaxing the body, pressing those hips out and away. Slowly start to come back forward, taking one step at a time. Feet, belly, head. And we lift up, roll those shoulders away. All right. We're going to come around, taking your time, come back into your seat. Good job. Relax and come back into your seat. Breathing in and breathing out. All right. Pause for a second. All right. Let's go through a flow. Arms rise, reach up, lift up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, hands come down to the top of the thighs. And just breathe. Just breathe. We're going to start to come to a close in class. So whatever pose that you'd like to do right now, I offer you the next 30 seconds to just move in any position that you like. Make it your own, whatever it is that you feel like doing, even if it's something weird. If you feel like you want to do some more twists for your spine, you can do some more twists for the spine. If you want to stretch out the legs, you can stretch out the legs, the hamstrings. If you want to continue to stand a little bit and do some standing stuff, you could do that as well, or some shoulder work, right? We didn't do a lot of shoulder work today. We did more rib cage work, more stretching out on the sides, right? So take another 30 seconds to go ahead through that and just find you, find what resonates within you, and breathe. When you're ready, you can close your eyes. When you come into Savasana, maybe sky flip the hands on tops of your thighs. Your feet should be maybe hips width apart, but you can let them kind of spread apart, like the knees are loose, so they might dangle to the left or the right. Relax the feet, the ankles, the legs. Relax the thighs, the belly, the heart. Relax the arms, the wrists, and the hands. Relax the tongue, let it fall away from the top of your mouth. Relax your mind and your heart. And just breathe. Breathe here because you arrived and you made it through class. And whatever you contributed to class today was enough. You are enough, just as you are in this moment. Take a few more breaths in and out. When you're ready, you can slowly wiggle your toes in your hands and open your eyes. We come back to reset into this space. Continue to breathe and congratulate yourself on a job well done. Thank you so much for being with me today. Thank you and namaste. Thank you.